That's the quarterback. Ooh, intercepted by number 18 for College Station. Good return there by number 18. Ooh, tackled out of bounds.
Welcome, everybody, to Freshman Football Studio 301. If you're just now joining us, Lockhart already down 3 scores, and that was the first time we saw the offense out on the field, or the second time, rather. They were able to move the sticks once before interception there, turned the ball over, so we'll see the Lockhart defense again. They stood strong the last time. They have allowed 3 quick touchdowns. Looks like we made it to the end of the first quarter. So it'll be the start of the second quarter here, 8-minute quarters. I'm joined by the coach, Amato Galvez, as always. The Sarge is on his way to be here soon enough. Last time out, this Lockhart defense did a great job putting pressure on the quarterback.
Yes, sir. Hope we step up again.
And here comes that College Station offense again. That's right, quarter change. We got to switch sides. So College Station will have the ball from the 46-yard line. Some big boys on the College Station line here.
You could say that again. And this is their B team.
And quick pass out to number 22. That's complete in the flat. He breaks a tackle, and he's off to the races and tight ropes the sideline. See where he went out.
Way to use the sidelines there.
Looked like he was pushed out by number 14, Cecil Herod, but not before he was able to pick up a first down. And maybe maybe an encroachment, maybe a false start. We'll see what it is.
False start. Offsides defense. Ooh. Didn't need that.
Big man in the middle just got a little antsy, ready to get in there.
Handoff, 25. Ooh, good moves there.
He cuts it all the way back across the field. Breaks another tackle. And they just get him out of bounds at the 3-yard line.
Great tackle by number 6 for the Lions.
That is Darren Hughes. And so once again, it's first and goal. They're already up 21-0, but our defense continues to fight. They did a good job of setting the edge on the right side that time and turning them back inside, but he proceeded to make everybody miss. That's number 25, Marcel Lewis, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown. Actually, that's Lewis Marcel. I had the names backwards.
Number 25.
And they'll go try to kick the extra point. It'll be Lucas Cook. His kick is up, and it is good. So after that, it's going to be score of 28-0. College Station jumping out quick on the Lockhart freshman white team.
With 7:05 left in the second quarter.
And make sure you join us tomorrow night. It's another home game here at Lockhart Lions Stadium. Lockhart is taking on College Station Cougars. They're making the long drive this year as we made it the last year. That game time has been pushed to earlier at 6 o'clock as they're anticipating some evening thunderstorms tomorrow. So they're going to try to get an early start, see if they can get that game started and finished and get to a regulation game. The first time that's happened this year where we're starting as early as 6 o'clock. I like it. Get home, get in bed before 1 a.m.
A lot of high schools are playing tonight, TD. Moving their games up from Friday to Thursday.
Back deep for Lockhart's going to be 14 Cecil Harrod and number 85 Tristan Ramirez. And this is going to be a short one, almost like an onside. And number 54 covers it up. That's Elias Vasquez. Covers it up before it goes 10 yards and gives the Lions pretty good starting field position. We'll see if the Lions can get something going on this drive. So far, offense hasn't really been able to move the chains. We are in the second quarter. 7 minutes, 2 seconds left to go. It is your Adrian Gutierrez Photography second quarter. Well, thank everybody who's tuning in on Studio 301. This is our sub-varsity game or games of the week. This is the freshman white team. Following this, the freshman maroon team will play.
First and 10, Lockhart.
It'll be shotgun formation. It'll be a give off the left side to number 31. That's Pat Morrison trying to get some room off the left edge.
Pat Morrison.
And they picked up 3 yards. It'll be from the gun. He'll have 2 running backs this time. And this will be quarterback power, but they're all over it as number 61 is living in the backfield. That is going to be Camden Marrero with the stop tackle for a loss. That'll be a loss of 3 yards. Going to bring up third down and make it 3rd and 10 for the Lions. Playbook isn't nearly as deep for your freshman squad as it may be for your varsity squad on 3rd and 10. But we'll see if they try to throw the ball. They'll stick to the same formation. They've got 2 receivers, Darren Hughes on this side, Cecil Harrod up top. They've had some success looking for Harrod. This is going to be a run going off the right-hand side.
13, good tackle for conversation.
It was a good hit in the background, but then the running back bounced off and was able to get a couple out of it. He ends up getting 6 yards. That's going to bring up 4th down and 2. Harrod will bring the play in from the sideline.
Here we go, 4th down for the Lions.
Yeah, this time they'll have 3 wide receivers. And he'll look to pass. This will be a quick pass over the head of number 88, who we don't have on the roster.
Ball will go over.
College Station will take over again. Lockhart defense, after a short break, will be out onto the field. Defense, they spent a lot of time on the field so far. I stopped and talked to my son there after the first series. I said, man, you got to get off that block. He said, you see how big he is? Talking about their right tackle, who it looks like moved on that play. And they'll whistle it dead. So it looks like we did jump, and then the right tackle moved. We'll see if we were in the neutral zone or if it's a false start. They're going to call offside on the defense again. So that's the second series in a row. Our defensive line has jumped off sides and helped College Station out, giving them 5 yards. All right, it'll be first down and 5 after the penalty.
Oh, 31.
Great job to get in the backfield, and they bring him down after a gain of only 1 yard. And there's 2 31s listed, and it's hard to tell them apart because they kind of play the same. Listed as both Julian Martinez, and I know Pat Morrison also wears 31.
But Pat's on the maroon team.
Well, he's played both.
Oh.
Yeah,
well,
they've had quite a few players that have played both throughout the year.
They might have moved him up.
And there's a good run through the middle. Going to pick up 7 yards and a first down. Tristan Ramirez and George Dunn combined in on the tackle. And pass play out to number 22, in and out of his hands. And that'll bring up second down and 10. And Lockhart calls a timeout before they can get that snap off. Lockhart trying to conserve a little bit of time. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the Adrian Gutierrez second quarter. Looks like they're going to go to 4 down linemen here. Same thing we see on the varsity. Pull with the outside linebackers. Bring in another big boy like a defensive end.
Try and get more pressure on the quarterback.
Well, thank everybody for tuning in on Studio 301. And thanks to all the dedicated parents from College Station who made the drive all the way out here to Lockhart, Texas. Maybe they finish early enough they can get some barbecue before they head out.
And they're sitting out there on the sun, TD. Working on their tan, I guess.
So Lockhart does go to the 4-3. Really, they're kind of their nickel package. And this will be a run, and 31's all over him. But it takes a group of Lions to finally bring him down.
But 31 didn't give up.
No, he didn't. Jason Hitchcock getting in there as well. And that's the first real, well, they've had 2 or 3 negative plays where Lockhart's been able to get penetration and get in the backfield. Yeah, I'm going to say that's Julian Martinez, number 31. And Lockhart brings the blitz, but a quick hitter out on the edge, and they're able to get it complete. Wow. Lockhart trying to bring him down, but he's fighting for everything. He'll be stopped short of the first down. There's also a penalty flag on the play down around the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
We'll see if the coach has the call and if they bring this one back. Lockhart desperately needs to get a stop here and give their offense one more chance before the end of the half to get some points on the board. Yep, like Coach called it, it was holding. That's going to bring them back to third down and looks like 21 yards. So big opportunity here for the Lions defense to stiffen up and get off the field. We haven't seen College Station punt yet. They've gone for it on fourth down twice. Lockhart stopped them both times. And they go deep and over the head of the intended wide receiver, number 88, Anthony Robertson. And so that'll bring up fourth down. And 4th and 21, but it doesn't look like they'll do anything but leave their offense out there. Maybe throw another deep ball. Lockhart bringing 5 and 6 men trying to get to this quarterback. They're bringing 4 down linemen, and they're bringing Julian Martinez off the edge as well. And not able to get to him before he gets rid of it, but Lockhart able to bring him down before the sticks, and it'll turn over on downs, giving the Lockhart offense a chance.
Good job, defense.
Yeah, Lockhart defense holds strong and gets effectively a 4 and out. So going to that 4 down lineman allowed him to get a little more pressure on the quarterback, which paid off for Lockhart.
$1:19 left in the second quarter.
And they'll start from the shotgun formation. He'll have one running back offset to his left. He'll do a hard count, no takers, and this will be a handoff going off the right-hand side. But he's wrapped up before he can get to the line of scrimmage, but he fights forward to get back to that line of scrimmage. And College Station doing a good job getting penetration into Lockhart's backfield. Sometimes you have a D-line that really pursues well and is getting penetration on you. A good old screen can really help out in that situation.
Yeah, they're only in that three-man front also.
Lions come out in the same formation. 31 seconds left. They go the hard count. They get a free play. He'll take a shot to Herod. Jump ball.
Jump ball. Intercepted. No.
It's either intercepted or incomplete, but it's going to be offsides on the defense. So that's a free play for the Lions, and that incompletion is going to stop the clock with 28 seconds.
Clock is running. Might be the last play of the ball game, unless they call timeout quickly.
Or last play of the half.
Yeah, half. I'm sorry.
I'm not sure why the clock's running. It was an incomplete pass and a dead ball. I guess dead ball because the offside. This will be a quarterback keeper looking for some room around the left. He makes it barely back to the line of scrimmage, and the clock will run out on the half. And Lockhart Lions are trailing College Station Cougars 28-0. We're going to take a break, and then we'll be back here with the second half. I'm going to try to go down here during halftime and get some of the names and numbers of the players that we don't have, and we'll see you back here in a few minutes. You're watching Lockhart Lions football on Studio 301.
Yeah, the main one's the quarterback. Yeah, I'm going to go down there.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle, with 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
Welcome back to the second half. Looks like they'll have a re-kick. I was able during the short half to go down and get names and numbers for all these guys who we didn't have. And so we'll be much more accurate here in the second half for you.
What? Penalty was.
So the ball must not have gone 10 yards, I'm guessing.
Because it's Lockhart football.
Yeah, it just looked kind of odd because it looked like the kickoff team went and the kicker forgot to go. Number 31, who's been wrecking shop out there, I did verify that is Pat Morrison.
So who's the other 31?
There's only one.
Oh.
There's only one. But they had two listed, but only one on the field. And then number 8. All right, so the quarterback for the Lions will be Darren Hughes, and he's got in the backfield with him Pat Morrison and Gennaro Rico. They'll send Morrison off.
Broke the huddle with.
And they won't penalize us here in the freshman game. And this is going to be a rollout to the right. He's looking for a receiver downfield, pulls it in, tucks it himself, picks up a few yards and a couple nifty steps. Looks like he'll pick up about 6 yards. That's Darren Hughes on the run for the Lions.
Number 11.
And good start to the second half for the Lions. Good positive play out of the gate. Lions unable to get in the end zone the first half. We are in the Adam & Sons Heating and Cooling third quarter here at Lions Field. They are facing the College Station Cougars and are currently trailing 28-0. This time it'll be Morrison in the backfield. He'll have 3 wide receivers with Hughes. Hughes will call for the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Morrison going up the middle. Patrick's got a seam, puts his head down.
Good, tough run.
And picks up about 10 and enough for a first down. That'll move the chains and put the Lions all the way down at the 24-yard line. Tell you a little bit about this kid, Pat Morrison, if you don't know. So he's one of those kids. He's in there playing running back right now. His base position is like an outside linebacker, but Pat is an effort player. He gives you effort no matter where you put him, and he's one of those players that as a coach you can tell him to play anywhere, and he's going to be productive. He does not like to play offense. He doesn't like to handle the ball, but they tell him, hey, we need you to run the ball, and he steps right up and gets in there and gives it his all on every single play.
And he's tough as nails.
And Coach and I had the pleasure coaching a lot of these young men 3-4 years ago when they were in Pop Warner. And Pat was always one of our standouts for sure. And so it'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 24-yard line. Hughes will call for the snap. He's in trouble in the backfield, and he's going to go down and lose a couple. They brought a man off the edge. That was number 24 coming hard and fast on the blitz. That's Ryan Harris for the Cougars, getting credited with the sack. And that'll move the Lions back to 2nd down and about 15. Coach, I got to ask you, this is something that we see a lot with a lot of different teams on the sub-varsity level. And I've never been a fan of it, but I'm also not a coach. You know, you have your quarterback every play run all the way to the sideline, get the play and run all the way. And we see it on varsity sometimes as well. This will be another handoff to Morrison. He's hitting the backfield, fights his way forward, and makes it just back to the line of scrimmage. But as a long-time experienced coach, you know, how do you feel about that?
I don't like it personally. I think it's okay maybe at the 7th grade level, but when you get higher up, you need to use the same thing the varsity does. They hand signals or flashcards or I think this would be great because that's what we use with the varsity here.
Well, and it's a communication thing, you know.
You can always change them. You don't have to keep them the same.
Well, and they talk about, there's a thing where you tell one person something, they tell someone else. By the time it gets 3 people down, it's changed. Right. It could be the same thing with the play coming in. It's 23 blasts when it leaves the sideline. It's 26 blasts when it gets out there.
Go.
He'll be rolling out to his right, looking for a receiver. Nobody open, but then he throws it.
Oh, right.
And great catch on the sideline by Herod, toe tapping the edge. But that's not going to pick up enough. They're still going to be 4th down and 13. But Lockhart's going to have to go for it here, down by 28. And this is as deep as they've been into this end of the field. And it looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th down and 10. Good job by the young quarterback there to keep his eyes downfield as he was scrambling, and eventually finds Herod out there in the flat. And Herod does a great job pulling that one in and toe tapping the sideline. That one would have been good in the NFL.
Yes, sir.
And so up top, you'll have Herod and Jim Martinez. And Morrison will be in the backfield. And he's going to, that one just gets away from him. You tell it slipped right out of his hand. Unable to get behind the ball, and that'll turn it over on downs.
Not one of his best passes.
Yeah, you could tell that one just slipped out of his hand.
Ball goes over to College Station. First and 10.
And so the last 2 series, Lockhart defense has been able to hold them to 3 or 4 and out, either way you look at it. And they've also gone to running 4 down linemen as well. This time Lockhart confused and late on the play, and they're going to pay for it.
Yes.
As he rips off a big run up the middle, and essentially he ran right where Lockhart was moving the man from. Lockhart unable to get set before that play at a late shift in strength, and it left that side wide open.
Definitely out of position.
And it just happened to be the right play call for it as they ran it right where the lineman vacated. And so fresh set of downs, ball out at the 40-yard line for the College Station Cougars. This will be another handoff. This time he's met right at the line of scrimmage by Jason Hitchcock. And good job by Hitchcock to wrestle him down for no loss. Lockhart will pull the extra down lineman, go back to their regular base defense. 3 down linemen, 2 outside linebackers, 2 inside linebackers, 2 corners, and 2 safeties. And that one up the middle, good for 7 yards. And once again, that's Jason Hitchcock bringing him down, along with one of the D linemen as well, number 54. That's Elias Vasquez helping out on the tackle.
Fast-moving third quarter.
And this time it'll be handoff looking to come off the right-hand side.
Oh.
And he gets around the edge, and he's going to go all the way to the house for a touchdown.
Good run by that young man.
Well, good blocking. They were able to seal the edge.
Exactly.
Outside linebacker got turned around, and there was nobody left. And so pinning the extra point. He's been 100% on these extra points so far today. Has Lucas Cook.
Number 17.
And the snap a little high, but he gets it down, and Cook puts his boot through it, and he remains 100%. He's 5 for 5 on the day, and that'll make the score 35-0. A little warm out there for as late in the year as we are.
Yeah.
Got way up in the 90s today.
Hopefully we'll get a cold front soon.
Well, with these guys, they play, at 5 o'clock, which is essentially usually your peak temperature of the day. Then that shade starts to creep across the field. Yeah, so Cook will bring his kickoff team back out. We've seen like 3 onsides in a row from Cook, but obviously by the extra points, we know he knows how to kick it. Be Tristan Ramirez and Cecil Herod back deep. We'll see if Cook actually gets a boot into this one. He only takes a 3-step approach. Once again, it falls off the tee. having heck the last couple times keeping on tee. It's a little windy out there. But he's got the wind at his back. He gets a little more air under this one. It'll be fielded.
Somebody get it.
It'll be booted. Oh, no. Booted again. College Station's going to recover it. So about the worst thing that could happen to you as a return man. 1, you miss it. 2, you kick it. 3, you kick it again. And then College Station recovers it. And they'll have a short field. They'll be in the red zone at the 18-yard line. Well, Coach, they onside kicked it several times. Maybe they should have just done that more. That's kind of like watching the circus there where the guy's trying to chase his hat around.
When it's not your day, it's not your day.
The College Station offense's butts had barely hit the bench, and they said, get back out there. And Lockhart defense back on the field again.
Ooh. Busted play. Good job.
And good job there by my son, George Dunn, running him down at the sideline.
43.
That's my boy. He's trying to get through the season. He's got a knee surgery scheduled here at the end of the season. Got some cartilage in that knee that he's got to have removed. But luckily he's going to be able to finish the season and doesn't have to, miss games. They switch late again. This hurt us last time, but they get in position this time. And Pat Morrison on the tackle as well as Tristan Martinez. They pick up another couple. They'll be short of the first down. Going to bring up 3rd down and short. Boy, it'd be big if the Lockhart defense could hold him right here and keep him out of the end zone.
Yes, sir.
Keep him from pouring it on. Oh, they hit him in the backfield.
Kept going.
And he kept going. He picks up a first down. They do hold him out of the end zone.
Start the clock.
Number 51 and combining on the tackle. Dang it. Oh, that's one that I didn't get. I tried to find anyone who had a number wasn't on the roster while I was down there at halftime, and I did not get 51.
Did you get 99?
Didn't get 99 either. I was trying to be as least disruptive as possible and get those numbers.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And Lockhart will be down 35-0. And that'll take us into the Meitler Plumbing 4th quarter. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching Lockhart Lions football on Studio 301 and Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Meitler Plumbing, LLC.
All right, we're clear.
Hey, don't forget that Thankford Sarge is a surprise.
When
The last game of the season.
during the last game?
Yeah, they're going to try to do it before the game. Because, Sarge not only did but he helped a lot of other schools get their Davenport. I know that guy. There's a guy from Bastrop that follows around.
And we are back here in the Meitler Plumbing fourth quarter. It's first down and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll bring a man in motion across the formation. He'll be looking to throw to that man out in the flat. Comes back the other way and in and out of the hands of number 24. Good pressure there by the Lions to force that quick throw.
Luckily, because 24 is wide open.
He was. I think the man that was supposed to be covering him was in the backfield rushing the passer. But it works out for the Lions. It'll be second down and goal from the 2. And this time they'll give it right up the middle, and he'll go in untouched for a Cougar touchdown. And so the College Station Cougars make the hour-and-a-half trip, and they are pouring it on the Lockhart White team. It'll be 41-0. And the Sarge has showed up. And so Cook, yet again, this time it's blocked. And the ball's on the ground, but Cook's able to cover it. So Cook had been perfect so far. He went 7 for 7 on extra points, and that one the snap a little bit low. And Lockhart able to get there and get a block on the play.
We didn't catch the number, did we?
I think it may have been number 40, Jason Hitchcock, getting in there. He looks like he's the one that's getting the congratulations from his teammates on it. He's a young player that just started playing and has really come a long way since the beginning of the season. Of course, my son's on the team, so I talked to him, and Jason's a friend of his, and Jason's really come a long way. I mean, he's starting to get his name called more and more, getting in the backfield, making tackles.
I'll wait till the end of this.
Yeah, so Lockhart not losing any heart. As you can see, they're going on the field. They're still fired up. They're ready to go. Back deep once again is going to be Herod and Jim Martinez. On the second line will be Darren Hughes. And we'll see. They hadn't got a kick back to him yet, but last time it was an absolute disaster as Lockhart kicked the ball around, and then they were able to recover it inside the red zone. You got to think after that, Coach probably told everybody, just fall on it.
Yes.
Just fall on it.
Don't try to be a hero.
Hey, best kick of the game so far. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men, number 6. And they're on top of him pretty quick, but he gets a good push. And he's still moving. That'll be about a 10-yard return. So best kick return we've seen of the night so far for the Lions. And Lions offense will get another chance here. Sarge, you got another headset?
Yeah.
I might let you have yours. Sarge joined us late. I think he had detention today. He had to
after school. He had the dusty erasers.
Yeah, he had dusty erasers and write on the board a few times.
I had to write, I'm sorry, 1,000 times.
I will not take extra cheeseburgers from the lunch line.
Right. I will not ask the lunch lady her phone number ever again.
Lockhart coming back out on the field. Sarge, we were able to go down during halftime and get some corrected roster numbers. So the quarterback is going to be number 11, Darren Hughes for the Lions. He's joined back there by Gennaro Rico at running back.
But it only took half the season.
And it's going to be a pass out there intended for Herod. Comes up a little short. Welcome, Sarge.
Yeah, welcome.
We're not letting you have one more minute off the air to set up your scoring iPad.
There we go. Get the roster for College Station. And
College Station got that. You can't see them on the camera because there's only some on the far side, but quite a few folks on our side made the long drive from College Station.
oh yeah, safe travels to them coming here and back.
And Hughes will call from the snap. He's going to hand it off to Rico. Rico looking for some room around the right-hand side, but once again hit right at the line of scrimmage, but Rico able to lean forward for a couple. Boy, this defensive line for College Station has caused havoc for the Lockhart offense, as they have not been able to get much of a running game going.
And only a three-man front, like we said earlier.
Those three big men.
Yes.
3.5 man front.
Those guards tying up quite a few blockers. .520 left in the fourth quarter.
And big third down here for the Lions. Really need to convert to keep this drive going. And it'd be a quick pass out to number 6. Catches it clean, but once again, he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and dropped for short loss. That'll bring up fourth down for the Lions.
Yeah, I had to wait for that one to come down, as that was tossed up like a little, like
floater.
a jump shot. Yeah, a little floater.
He doesn't have a lot of spin on the ball, like they say.
Well, if I had to guess, he's only been a quarterback for a couple weeks. Because they've had some turnover, some injuries.
Put him on the pitcher's mound, because that would have been a good knuckleball right there.
They definitely have moved some guys around to fill slots. We talked earlier about Pat Morrison playing running back sometimes. This time he'll send all his receivers to the same side. He'll have a trip set. And with 4 minutes, 22 seconds left, Hughes will call for the snap. He's going to roll out. He's looking for Herod. In and out of the hands of number 88. That is Jim Martinez. Almost came up with the reception right at the sticks, just couldn't quite hang on. And that'll send the Lockhart defense out on the field yet again.
And of course, do want to thank everybody tuning in and watching today's broadcast. Doubleheader of freshman football from Lions Field between the Lockhart Lions and College Station Cougars. Of course, if you're watching tonight's broadcast, freshman game, be sure to tune in to the same YouTube channel, Studio 301, Lockhart High School, for tomorrow night's action. I guess we're going to be starting at 6 p.m. with the kickoff. Right. It's going to be an hour early due to possible weather coming in. Of course, this is Texas, so it'll be here or might not even show up at all.
Hey, might just have an early evening.
Yeah, or might snow.
That's right.
Don't cancel the barbecue.
Right. So it'll be a handoff to the running back, number 23, going around the left side, shakes a couple of defenders, finds the edge, breaks through an arm tackle, and races down the far sideline. And it looks like he might have stepped out of bounds right around the 10.
You said breaks through an arm tackle, breaks through arm tackles, as he broke about 4 on that play.
That was Sean Powell, number
Lockhart,
23.
Lucky he stepped out of bounds. Powell's been a terror so far. And not just Powell, also Ryan Harris as well. And so 1st and 10. This will be another run going off the left-hand side.
Oh, great job by the front line of the defense. Coming up with a big stop after giving up a big run. And see who it was coming up from the bottom of the pile, but
it was my little fella once again, George Dunn, combined with number 51, who he's one of the ones I didn't get a number on when I went down at halftime. It's going to be another handoff to 23.
In for the touchdown.
Of course, going to be another big matchup for the 9th grade A squad. Of course, they had to come from behind to beat Pflugerville Whites last week, 36-30.
Well, and that was a combined team.
Oh, it was a combined team.
Yeah, last week, so there was no B game, so it was combined all the players onto one team, and most the white team players, they all got in that game as well. They got to play, so it wasn't just like, white team goes and watches the blue team play. They combined them back to one team, and they did well as a big unit. Came back in that one, as you said. And Lockhart got close on that one again. They blocked one. Other than the one that he's blocked, Sarge, he's basically 7 for 7 on extra points, which on a freshman secondary level is pretty impressive for a kicker. So it's 2 minutes, 44 seconds left to go here in the Meitler Plumbing fourth quarter. Lockhart would love to find a way to get in the end zone, get
Yes,
some
sir.
points on the board, play for a little bit of pride.
Take that goose egg off the scoreboard.
And it hadn't been a really ugly game for the Lions. It's really just the big play that they've given up and then some really rough field position. Sarge, you missed it. We had a kickoff return where we kicked the ball around about 3-4 times before they recovered it down at the 18-yard line and had a short field to punch it in.
Oh, I saw that.
You did see
Yeah.
it walking up?
No, driving up.
Didn't look pretty for us.
It needed some circus music in the background.
Well, the good thing about it, having a little slight delay from the broadcast to the YouTube channel, I think it's about 10, 15 seconds. Y'all saw it before I did, so.
Well, Herod back deep once again with Martinez. Neither one of those deep men able to get a return yet. I know Herod's itching to get his hands on the ball. It looks like he'll have a chance this time. It's going to bounce once in front of Herod, and then he'll field it clean. Looking for some room, kind of patiently following his blockers, waiting for something to open up. And picks up about 8 yards on the return.
And I think that's something the coaching staff will take a look at because Herod was trying to run it. As a blocker on special teams or anywhere, you got to go find somebody to block. And he had a couple
Yes,
of
sir.
guys that were in front of him just waiting for someone to come up to him.
Yeah, and he's going,
It's
go.
like, yeah, come on, let's go.
They were like me eating popcorn.
Yeah, Herod's looking for someone to follow, and everyone's just kind of still, so it kind of took his options away.
Yeah.
But still a good 8-yard return. And Herod is still out there on defense. He's one of the cornerbacks. He plays cornerback and safety. Or, excuse me, on offense, he plays receiver as well. Yeah, so this will be Hughes' high snap. And we give up the middle to Rico.
1:55 left in the fourth quarter.
And Rico, man, he's one of those shoulder pads and knees kind of guys. Puts his head down, gets 3 yards.
Sounds like a running back, doesn't it? Rico.
Yeah, his name is Genaro Rico. I told him Rico Suave.
I was about to say that.
He said, that's what my dad says. I said, well, I'm a dad, so it makes sense. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Lions. And another high snap. Quick throw and catch. Makes the first man miss. Can't make the second man miss. Picks up a yard and a half on the play. So Lockhart's been rather successful with that quick hitter out on the edge. Just receivers unable to kind of shake loose and get down the field as we're inside a minute to go here. Clock continues to wind. I guess to say he went down in bounds. Hook and ladder on 3. Hook and ladder on 3. And you got to think they'll be looking to pass under 37 seconds now. Got to get this one off. Risking a delay game here. And he looks to roll out right. Throws it for Herod. In and out of the hands of Herod and intercepted on the tip drill.
Did they call that a pick?
Did he intercept it? Looked like it from here. Of course, without my glasses, a lot of things look like a lot of things from here. Yep, they're going to call it 4th down. Lockhart's going to try to get the play off. 8 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They get the snap off, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He'll take it running left, and he's pummeled around the line of scrimmage by 5 or 6 Cougars.
Wow.
So the Lions fall 48-0. Does the freshman white team. Tough loss, but they played tough throughout the whole game. Hats off to these young men for going out there and giving it their all to really a much bigger squad, had more numbers and larger players.
Yes, sir. They never gave up, TD.
They did not. They stayed fired up even all the way through the end. So we'll take a quick break here, and then here in a few minutes we'll be back with the start of the freshman maroon game here at Lockhart Lions Field. You're watching Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and Studio 301. Man, I feel bad for that kid. Is he going to play baseball, or was that ruling?
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices, whether it's commercial or residential. Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
If you've been part of Lockhart ISD, you probably know the name Connie Amaya. After 46 years serving our schools, she's still giving back literally. Each year, she and her foundation give away free backpacks to Central Texas students. It's all about breaking down the barriers and telling kids, we've got your backpack. If you would like to help keep it going, you can visit conniesamaya.org and make a donation. Every bit helps.
Kent Riddle Properties is the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast for the 2022 to 2023 season and has been a big supporter of Lockhart Lion sports for over 40 years. Lockhart Lion fans all over the world have been able to follow the games on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard, as well as being the main sponsor of the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Kent is also the QA guy for every broadcast. Kent Riddle has been in the real estate business for over 35 years. If you are looking to buy, sale, or lease a property in the area, you can contact Kent Riddle at 512-359-0036.
Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance Agency, located at 201 South Main Street in downtown Lockhart, Texas, has proudly been serving the Lockhart and surrounding area since 2013. With over 50 years of combined insurance experience, Rebecca and her team are here to help with all your insurance needs. While Rebecca is not working, you can catch her watching her two girls cheer and play volleyball, or serving on the Lockhart ISD school board. If you're looking for insurance, give Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance a call at 512-398-3355.
Angie's Snacks, located at 2502 South State Highway 80 in Luling, Texas, is open on Sunday to Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays from 2 p.m. till 10 p.m. and closed on Saturdays and Wednesdays. Angie's Snacks offers a wide variety of authentic Mexican snacks as well as refreshments. On Sundays, Angie's Snacks serves a special plate. Be sure to go and give Angie's Snacks a like and follow on Facebook, where the Sunday special plate will be posted prior to each Sunday. Whether it's the craving for a Sunday special plate, cool refreshment, or an authentic Mexican snack, head on over to Angie's Snacks and let Angie take care of that craving for you. KJ's Embroidery is the place that can make your embroidery dreams a reality. If you're looking for embroidery work for business hats, shirts, or patches embroidered with your business logo, owner Randy Ellis can get you lined up. From a handful of items to bulk items, KJ's Embroidery is the one to call. Check them out on Facebook to stay up to date with all of their current work. If you would like to reach out to KJ's Embroidery for embroidery work done, you can send an email to kjsembroidery@gmail.com, or you can call them at 830-263-2447.
At Lockhart Warriors, we are a select nonprofit sports program tailored for athletes who aspire to compete at the highest levels. Our focus is on providing an affordable pathway for dedicated athletes to access top-tier competition and develop their skills in a challenging environment. We cater to those ready to embrace rigorous training and competition, pushing the boundaries of what they can achieve both individually and as a team. Our program emphasizes resilience, strategic growth, and dedication, ensuring every athlete has the opportunity to excel. Our ethos of pride, personal responsibility, and daily excellence underscores our commitment. At Lockhart Warriors, every participant is prepared for the demands of elite competition and equipped with the skills and mindset to succeed in all aspects of life. We are more than just a sports program. We are a launchpad for future leaders in sports and beyond. For more info, head on over to lockhartwarriors.com.
Welcome to LTX Inflatables. Bounce, slide, and celebrate. We bring the fun to your backyard. Whether it's a birthday party, school event, church gathering, or just a sunny weekend, we offer safe, clean, and exciting bouncy house and water slide rentals for all occasions. LTX Inflatables serves Lockhart and the surrounding areas. We offer affordable rates. With on-time delivery and setup, our bouncy houses are sanitized after every use. Perfect for kids of all ages. And even the young at heart. Let us help make your next event unforgettable, because every celebration deserves a bounce. Call LTX Inflatables at 512-787-2631 to book your next bounce today. Luling M. If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle, with 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
And welcome back. We are here at Lockhart Lions Stadium for Lockhart Maroon team action as the captains head out onto the field. For Lockhart, the captains are
number 4, Malachi Reese, and number 35, Carlo Rocha.
And I see some big boys as captain over there on the other side.
We got 76, Logan Rich, 75, Porter Oliver.
I see number 81 out there as well. That's
Brock Stiles.
Yeah, Brock Stiles.
Yeah, we got one more number out there.
And 19.
And that's going to be Levi Hagerman. I do want to give a big shout out to the head coach of the College Station Cougars varsity football team for sending me the rosters. It's rare that we do have rosters for the visiting squad, especially on Thursday night. So I want to give him a big shout out. And Of course, once again, a big thanks to all those that are tuning in and watching, whether you're a College Station Cougar fan or Lockhart Lion fan. Hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. We are about to start the second game of a doubleheader. It's going to be the Lockhart Lions A team taking on the College Station Cougars freshman A team. And freshman action tonight. And I want to thank TD for coming in, stepping in, doing the first freshman game of the night. Does an excellent job. Also, our color commentary, and also it's kind of like a wrestling match every now and then up here in the press box. As I tap him on his shoulder, and he jumps into the ring and takes off with play-by-play until I'm ready to come back and hit the ropes again. So, all right, big shout out to TD, and we got us a special guest in the broadcast booth. Young man, would you like to introduce yourself to Lockhart Lion Nation out there?
How's it going on? My name's Blazor.
And Blaze,
He's a senior.
yeah, senior.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for joining us. Of course, this was your first year here at Lockhart. You were at Cedar Creek last year, and of course, some unfortunate things took place. I wish we could have been seeing you out there on the field, but the way it is, I've heard a lot of great things about you, Blaze, and the way you're. Being the teammate, being down there on the sideline and being a voice for, the Lockhart Lions squad that's out there is almost like a player coach out there from what I've heard them describe you as.
Yes, sir. Just trying to play the best role that I can. I may not be able to play, but I'm at least going to do whatever I need to do to help the team success, to help us win every week, whether that be helping the quarterbacks, defense, whoever it is. I'm always there teaching them, giving them advice, just trying to help as best as I can.
And sometimes it helps coming from a player the kids hear the coaches all the time, but when you get a player that plays the position you play, they listen to it more and take it in differently, better, I believe, also.
Yes, sir.
And the Lockhart Lions will start things off as they receive the opening kickoff, bring it back to the 23-yard line where Malachi Reese and the Lockhart Lions will take the field first offensively against the College Station Cougars defense. And before we go any further, Blaze, as far as a disabled veteran myself, I do want to give a big thanks to your father. Thank him for his service as a military personnel. Of course, he's a disabled veteran as well, too. So, big thank you to him and everything that he's done.
Thank you very much.
How's he doing?
He's doing good. We came out here, just trying to make a better situation for our living.
Right.
And so far, it's been good. We're enjoying the town, the community, and all that Lockhart has to offer. So we're enjoying it.
That's great to hear. And I know you came to Lockhart to take part of the welding program. How's that working out for you?
It's going pretty good right now. I'm enjoying it, the process and everything. It's helping out with my future, what I can do with my career and job and the workforce and whatnot. So I think it's a pretty good skill to have in my belt.
Do you like welding?
I do. I enjoy it. I kind of see it as a sport. Sometimes it's challenging. But
it is, yes.
Once you get it down, it's pretty rewarding.
Yeah, one of my jobs in the Army was a welder. So it's and I get what you say. It's a sport. You always want to be better than the next person because the better you are at welding, the more money comes along with it.
Exactly.
And it's just like with playing sports. The more you're competitive in your position, is going to determine whether you're going to be the starter or you're going to be sitting back and watch everybody play. So.
Yes, sir.
How do you like Lockhart High School so far?
I like it.
Of course, you came during the spring. Right? You got here January?
Last year of January, I came here. Is a different vibe. When you come to a school that actually has a community in a town, it's a little bit different from where I previously had been. Everyone kind of knows everyone, and you hear a lot more things going on. There's a lot more events and things like that, and it kind of just feels like a traditional high school. So I've enjoyed that as being a student here. And
Cedar Creek's pretty spread out, right?
Very, very spread out. There's no town. There's no real, hangout spot or whatnot. So that's what I like about this place is, everyone comes together to support the team, no matter the sport. So that's, I kind of like that.
Let's talk about your future. What are your plans after graduation?
Well, my plans for after graduation would have to be like first year. I'm definitely thinking about playing sports, primarily football in college. I'm still undecided on where I want to go, but I have a few schools in mind. I'm still waiting for another school. If they give me a chance and I know that I can compete there, then I'll probably take that. But as of right now, I have some schools.
Will you be disappointed if you end up going to a small college?
No, sir, not at all.
Okay, great.
I don't see the route of going to a smaller college as bad. I kind of see it as a opportunity to prove people wrong.
Right.
You know, some people didn't. Obviously I didn't get to play a lot my junior year and not at all my senior year, but just having the opportunity to play in college is a blessing, and I like to make the most of it if it's at my, if I have the chance.
And you can always transfer.
Exactly.
You go there. We had a couple guys from Lockhart that went to TOU that they ended up transferring to a bigger college.
Yes, sir.
They just needed somebody to look at them, that let them play for a year.
Exactly. That's all I need, and even if I don't get anything, I know I have the grades, and I'm going to finish out with a degree from Texas A&M.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, we do got a couple of guys that are actually at A&M. A couple of baseball players, part of the fishing team out there. Of course, they're going to be helping out here in Lockhart with their fishing team that's going to be popping up.
Yes, sir. I just went to that meeting yesterday.
Oh yeah.
From welding to fishing.
Yeah, get it while you can.
Yes, sir.
You ever thought about getting into coaching?
I
think you have a future.
I've definitely thought about it. I know the cons to coaching is just like missing the field, and being on it, and actually playing. I do question like whether I can contain my composure, because sometimes they just don't listen no matter how much you tell them. But
especially if you start out of college, they're going to put you with the middle school, junior high kids.
Exactly.
And those can be sometimes difficult to coach sometimes.
It is, for sure. I've been there. I've helped out with Little League and, middle school, and even here freshman JV games, trying to help them.
Old school.
Trying to help them, learn the game and, just get better at it. And it's pretty difficult, Sometimes they don't comprehend the game of football. But I definitely feel like if I were coaching at a higher level, it would definitely be pretty fun. Everyone understands the concept and the schemes, and you can just put in your piece of the pie, I guess.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you ever have free time and want to make some extra money, I'm sure you could this summer get a couple of these young kids and tutor them on how to play quarterback.
I've thought about that as well.
I think they would listen to you. I think the parents would love to have you, and it's up to you how much you want to charge. But I'm sure you could do it for a couple hours and get a lot of kids to come out and participate.
Yes, sir. I've done that quite a few times for free, actually. I'm helping the JV quarterback who was on the team. I've helped some of the freshmen here, even at Cedar Creek. I've taught some of them how to throw and play the game of football from a very early age. And, I kind of just do it out of trying to help more people able to play the game, because, that's what makes this game great is all the people that come together.
Strictly fundamentals, because Coach Cooper can only do so much.
Exactly.
He's limited how much you can do, and you can work just strictly fundamentals, and that'd be awesome. That would help them in the long run.
And College Station about to kick the ball off once again. They are up 7-0. This one's going to be a line drive kick. It'll be fielded at the 12 by number 8. He'll bring it up the near sideline before he's going to be chased out of bounds by a couple of Cougars. That's going to be number 8, Jaden Terrazas, with the carry. He's going to be knocked out of bounds by number 8, Cash Rieger of the College Station Cougars. Of course, you were playing some quarterback. It looked like there's going to be probably an unsportsmanlike penalty.
Late flag.
Late flag, yeah, it's coming in. You played some JV games. You got a couple of chances to play some games. Of course, you didn't make the trip with them to College Station out there today. But, I know your senior year, we were hoping to see you out there on the football field, with the varsity squad. And, of course, things didn't go y'all's way. I actually saw the hearing myself, and I think y'all made one hell of a case. Your mom is one intelligent lady, and I give her that. She had everything. I was like, man, there's no way they're going to deny this kid.
Yeah, I mean,
But unfortunately, UIL, it's a tough cookie to crack out there. But you did get a chance to come out and at least play some football instead of being idle on the sideline. You got a chance to play with the JV squad, and I'm pretty sure that meant a lot for the JV squad to at least catch some passes from a varsity quarterback as yourself.
yeah, I mean, I couldn't really stand being on the sideline for that long. I told myself I need to play football in some way, shape, or form.
Right.
And I asked if I could play on the JV level, and they said yeah. So I said, let's get it. Let's go do it and have some fun. It's my first time ever experiencing JV games.
Right.
When I was a freshman, I came in. I went straight from freshman to varsity. I played against Bastrop, my first ever game, freshman. So it was like the crosstown rivalry.
Yeah.
They just threw me in the fire, but it's different going on from varsity to JV. Everything's much slower. Everything's, you kind of have to tell everyone what to do in the huddle. But I don't mind doing that.
That's the coaching you.
Exactly.
That's the coaching you.
I don't mind helping them. It helped me understand that there's levels to the game, and it just kind of helped me be a more team player and take more accountability for things when things went wrong. But as far as UIL situation, I mean, my mom, I can't even explain how much time she put into that. Case.
I could only imagine. And like I said, during the hearing, I was like, there's no way they're going to deny this kid.
That's what I thought. I mean, we had a legitimate case.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
There's no line in what we said. We came here for a better living opportunity.
Right.
Our neighborhood in Cedar Creek wasn't the safest.
Yeah.
And we just felt like we had to get out somewhere, and we looked around, and this place looked like the perfect spot for us. So we came out here, and my mom, she did her best. Many sleepless nights she stayed up just researching and trying her best to make sure that I was given the opportunity I deserved.
And doing it the correct way. Because there's been a lot that, that take the shortcuts. And,
exactly.
By listening to the hearing, definitely there was no shortcuts taken. And, and I've seen a lot of other committees, that they go through. And you only lost 3-2.
Yes.
And I've yet to seen one to where it went in the favor of that student athlete. And it's rare that I ever seen one that went 4-1 and even 3-2. That was the first time I seen something like that. So
yeah, we knew.
It's just one vote to go one way or the other, from a no to a yay, and we'd be seeing you out there on the field.
It was definitely crushing to hear that no, but we knew coming here there was a risk that I may not be able to play, and I accepted. I understood that, and I told him, like, even if I can't play, I'm gonna try whatever I can to help the team. I'm not gonna just step away from the game completely.
Yeah.
I still have plans in my future to play, and I need to stay involved and stay in shape and things like that. So, I mean, even after they told me no, I still went to practice the next week. I still helped out. I can't let some small decision define me and who I am.
Exactly, because you let something small like that get at you when you're in the corporate world, or when you're older and you got a job. You're not going to succeed in nothing like that, and you take the worst and make the best out of it. So I like the head you have on your shoulders.
Thank you.
Right now, and see Malachi Reese.
Got to hold him probably.
Now, during the Friday nights, we see you a lot on the sideline. You're talking to the Hymas brothers. We call them, of course, Big Hymas and Little Hymas. Of course, Big Hymas is a senior and Little Hymas is a sophomore, even though Little Hymas is bigger than the big Hymas. But talk about the Hymas brothers, and when y'all talk to each other on the sideline, what some of the conversations go like?
I mean, we just really talk about football and what we see on the defense, and just all giving each other pieces of advice, and just they're two amazing people. They're very understanding, very respectful, and they know the game of football as well.
Yeah.
I'm always trying to chip in and tell Noel what I see. If he looks at one side, I'm telling him what I saw on the other side. If you want this, it's there. If you don't, it's not. It's up to you. But just trying to make the game easier for him, slow it down, especially when Noah goes in. I'm trying to help him a lot because I know it's like when it's your first time on varsity, your nerves are up probably a lot.
Yeah.
And, you're just, the game's real fast. And once you get it to slow down, that's when the game comes to you, and it's easy.
It's almost like the eyes of the quarterback from the sideline.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whatever I can do to help.
Because you know exactly what they're going through.
Exactly. I've been there. I've done that. shaking in my boots whenever I played my first game.
They caught the face mask.
I don't see a flag.
And that was a 4th down punt right there that Reese kicked it straight up and caught it and then took off running with it. But looks like they're going to get a face mask on the Cougars.
There's the flag. Let me ask you this. What teacher has impressed you here at Lockhart High School? Not a coach.
Not a coach. I mean, just based off my schedule and my classes, I have a couple teachers that I like. Definitely Miss Castillo, my financial math teacher. She's definitely very laid back, and that's something I kind of would hope for as a senior. You know, kind of taking all these hard classes, and you just want something relaxing and to get you through the year. And she's definitely that kind of person. I got to give my respects out to my welding teacher, Miss Parks. It's her first year here, but she's definitely, caught up to speed on the teacher life. And, she kind of looks like a seasoned teacher with it only being her first year. So definitely. But, I kind of like all my teachers, especially my professors for my college classes that I'm taking right now.
Okay.
They're pretty understanding and likable from me.
Okay, what coach has made a big impression on you?
Probably Coach Cooper, just because he's my position coach.
Right.
Definitely Coach Maldonado. He's probably one of the most helpful coaches that I've had in my high school career. With
do you wish you had him 2-3 years ago?
Oh, of course, of course. Just being able to develop under him. He's been at pretty much almost every level: pro, college, high school. He's been through a tough situation, and he's gone through that. So I feel like me and him have this kind of same boat situation, and he's definitely helped me with, getting through this whole process of what am I going to do now that I can't be on varsity. So, he helped me with some college connections. He allowed me to play JV, so he's definitely helped me. And with Coach Cooper, just helping me get better as a quarterback. Not being able to play football for a year because I had surgery and I didn't go to any practices. I stopped throwing for a little bit. I had to get back into rhythm.
Right.
Just in case I was able to play, I was ready to go, and he definitely helped me do that for sure.
Yeah, because I know that first game that you played with JV, he was excited, Coach Maldonado. He came over and goes, "Hey, Blaze is going to play quarterback." And I'm like, "For real?" Like, yeah. And I remember walking up the stands, and I saw this big old dude out there, quarterback. I'm like, "Man, where'd this guy come from?" And when I came up here and I told Coach, he goes, "I think that's Blaze."
Sergeant
I said, "It is." Yeah.
Sergeant never seen you before.
Yeah, and I was like, "Man, that's good. That's good that he's going to play in JV."
Yes, sir.
So
had to shake the rust off a little bit before next week.
Yeah. How did it feel to get back into contact? Because I know you went down with an injury at Cedar Creek, and you went through a long battle with the rehab and everything. But to get back there, and I know we had this, you took part of some of the scrimmages, but then to get back into game action like that, how did it feel to get back out there on the field after everything you had to go through with rehab, after the injury, the surgery, and all that, to get back to where you were at that point?
Man, I missed it so much, just being able to, hit someone with pads on.
Right.
And score a touchdown.
And that's rare you hear that from a quarterback, saying that you're looking forward to hit somebody.
It makes the adrenaline go up, and I just feel like I run faster, I throw better, my reads are faster and everything. I remember having dreams at night of playing football when I was going through rehab, and it was tough having to sit on the sideline with an injury and trying to battle through the challenge of that. But I'm glad I'm here. Today's actually my 1-year anniversary of surgery. I got surgery today, 1 year ago. So it's been a tough journey. But I'm on the downward hill of it now. I'm looking pretty good. I feel pretty good. I'm back to normal. I'm glad I was able to make a good recovery and able to play at least a couple games my senior year before college. So I'm very thankful for that.
Oh, yeah, and it's important for the rehab. I mean, I've had 3 knee surgeries, and even after my knee surgeries, I was still able to go through rehab and even came back to partake as a professional athlete myself. So, but if you had some wise words to say to somebody who not necessarily went through the same injury you did, but someone that had to go through an injury, had to have surgery, had to go through rehab, had to get back onto the playing field, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever the sport may be, for them to get back into action after suffering an injury and going through everything that you went through, what would be some advice that you would give to them?
My advice to someone going through a tough situation with injury or whatever it may be, just perseverance, consistency, continue to show up and work, because it will pay off. And definitely say your prayers and know that God is going to heal you and strengthen you, because at the end of the day, you're only going to be hurt for so long. It may feel like a long time. Like for me, when I was going through rehab, it just felt like every other day I'm going back to the rehab center to do some more squats or more band work, or just learning how to walk again. And it felt like this was never going to end. But eventually I was able to start walking on my own. I started to jog, and then once I started jogging, that's when I really hit the weights, and I really continued on my rehab and used it as motivation to just continue to get stronger, better, healthier.
Yes.
And that's what I would tell someone, just keep going. Even when you feel like giving up, don't. I know it's hard to, it's easy to say that and hard to do, but it really works out if you just continue to put in the work.
See, Coach, he's either going to be a coach or a motivational speaker.
I tell you, he make a great coach, because I've seen him not just in games but in practice. He's very focused, very detailed, coordinated. I mean, he's constantly coaching the other players and getting his teammates up. I mean, he's already a coach to me on the field.
Yeah, and Coach has seen a lot of coaches in his time, so for him to say something like that, it's a huge compliment.
Blaze is very mature for his age. I can tell you that right now, Sarge.
Yeah, I've grown up playing up in Little League. I've always played up in the older leagues. I never wanted to play with my own age group. I always wanted to play up, and I felt like it made me better.
Right.
It made me more mature. It made me grow up faster. That way, when I came back down to my own age level, I was already better than everyone. I was more smarter, faster. I already knew the game better, and I felt like that definitely helped me once I got to high school, for sure.
Now, Coach, when I were talking, is football your only sport, or do you play other sports?
I do play other sports. I play pretty much every sport there is. Basketball, track. I played baseball. I do golf.
Yeah.
The only sports I don't do is like tennis and soccer. I'm more of just like the main sports kind of guy. But I definitely play sports just to keep me in shape and get me through the school year. And also, if football never works out, maybe I have another sport I'm good at that'll get me through college, pay for it or whatnot.
Are you going to try a second sport this spring?
I was thinking about playing baseball. I'm not sure yet. I wanted to play basketball, but I know that I can only play in January, so I'm not sure how that'll work out.
Right.
Maybe I'll be able to join the team in January and start balling, but.
Now, how's that going to work? Of course, you weren't allowed to play on the varsity squad. Will you be able to play on varsity baseball should you get there, or is that something that you'll have to go through the UIL once again?
I think it should be fine, because I have a set date of when I was not able to play and when it ends. So it was the date of enrollment. So I came here last year, January 7th. So next year, January 7th, I will have served my 1 year.
Baseball
penalty.
don't start till February, so.
Yeah. So it should be fine if I do decide to play baseball.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure Coach Williams would love to have you.
Yeah, I actually went last night to go watch them play a little bit in their fall ball game.
Yeah.
So, just trying to make some new connections, meet new faces and stuff like that.
Yeah. Blaze, you have anything to say to the community or to your parents before we let you go?
To the community, I like to just say thank you for welcoming me. It was a pretty easy process of coming in here and getting to introduce myself to everyone and let everyone know who I was and what I came here for. And I just thank everyone for their support during my process of the UIL things and all that. And I appreciate y'all for coming out to the games and definitely supporting our football team and other sports as well. I just thank you. And then to my parents, I thank y'all for sacrificing a whole lot. We moved houses to come out here. I moved away from friends and family and stuff like that to be here to better myself. And, I probably wouldn't go back, to be honest. I wouldn't change it. I would do it all over again if I had to.
Right.
And I just thank them for making that process because they didn't have to do it for me, but they did. And, I love them very much.
Yeah, and like I said, I listened into the hearing, and your parents did a lot to get to where get you where you're at today. So,
Oh, yeah.
now coming from look at Daniel Ford taking off down the far sideline. He passed it midfield. Big man with some wheels on him to the 20. He's going to be chased down. Can he stay on his feet? He's finally going to be chased out of bounds right around the 7-yard line.
He's got some sneaky speed.
College Station has a player down.
And a big run by Denham Ford, Coach. We've always talked about his bruising running north and south.
It's time to get that Ford out of the garage, Sarge.
Now, real quick, before we let you go, I wanted to ask you also that, of course, you came from Cedar Creek. Lockhart went to go play at Cedar Creek. How was that feeling for you to go back? Of course, I'm pretty sure you would have loved to have been on the field playing against your former team.
Definitely.
But still being on the sidelines, going out there, and I'm pretty sure you still got a lot of friends that were on the football team and everything. But how did it feel for you to go back there and, essentially get a victory over your former team?
I had a lot of mixed emotions. I came there. I felt strange being in the other side of the locker room. It felt like I was at home, but, I just wasn't in my room or something. That's how I have to describe it. It just felt off, but, at the same time, I remembered all those things that happened, and I was in the heat of the moment. I was pretty mad and stuff, and I was definitely rooting for our team. And when we were having success, I was definitely letting them hear it. So I'm glad that we walked away with the W, and it felt really good to get that against them, especially.
Right.
So, I'm glad we won. If we
and
didn't, it would have hurt.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you right now, Sarge, Blaze has a tremendous future ahead of him. I look for big things with this young man. I'm sure we're going to be hearing from him in a couple of years, playing some college somewhere. And say, hey, we know that guy. But best of luck to you, and thank you.
Yes,
thank you for coming, choosing Lockhart to come to, and all the luck in the world. And don't be a stranger. Stay in touch with us, okay?
Yes, sir. I thank y'all for having me on this, and I plan to make my decision sometime next spring.
Yeah.
I don't know which college I'll be at. I have a couple lined up.
Well, I tell you, whatever college you decide to choose, they're going to be very lucky to have you.
Yes.
Definitely. That's how I talk. Whatever college takes me is going to have someone off the radar, but, they know what they're doing. So I'm just going to try and prove everyone else wrong.
Right.
But I thank you all for having me. And
thank you for coming on.
Love to have you. Love to have you.
All right. Once again, that was Blaze Orr. We're going to go and take a quick timeout and turn off our headset, and we'll be right back with some more action. He's coming in. And a timeout on the field as the Lockhart Lions are inside the 5-yard line. It's going to be third down and go to go from the 5. And, of course, on a big swing pass, we'll take a look at that one more time, that replay to Denham Ford. And, Coach, what moves on this young man, Denham Ford, as he's able to rumble down the far sideline.
Yes, sir. Wow.
Got it all the way down inside the 10 to the 6. And we are right now third down and go to go from the 3-yard line. And, TD, we thought that was Blaze's phone. Thought he was old school. Turned out you were old school. So here we go, third down and go to go from the 4-yard line. Malachi Reese in shotgun formation. He'll hand it off to Denham Ford. He'll sidestep a couple of, goes right up the middle. He's going to be tripped up just as he crosses the line of scrimmage, and he'll be down at the, I believe they're going to put him down at the 3.
Fourth down. And
yeah, fourth down and go to go from the 3-yard line now. It looks like we will have at least time for one more play. I don't know. It looks like Lockhart will be going for it, and why not? They are down 14-0 with underneath 30 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of the Rebecca Pulliam State Farm first quarter. As Reese comes from the sideline with the play. And it looks like they're just going to go and let the clock run out, and they'll move sides of the field. While they'll do that, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance Agency, located at 201 South Main Street in downtown Lockhart, Texas, has proudly been serving the Lockhart and surrounding area since 2013. With over 50 years of combined insurance experience, Rebecca and her team are here to help with all your insurance needs. While Rebecca is not working, you can catch her watching her two girls cheer and play volleyball or serving on the Lockhart ISD school board. If you're looking for insurance, give Rebecca Pulliam State Farm Insurance a call at 512-398-3355.
If you're looking to capture that special moment, let Adrian Gutierrez Photography capture that special moment for you. Whether it's a wedding, birthday, family photo, or any special occasion, Adrian Gutierrez Photography is the right one to turn that special moment into a memory that will last a lifetime. Adrian Gutierrez proudly supports Lockhart Lion Athletics and can be seen at many events in Lockhart, as well as at Lockhart Lions sporting events, offering his time to create special moments for the Lockhart community. You can contact Adrian Gutierrez Photography at 512-227-6794, email adriangutierrezphotography@gmail.com, or his website adriangutierrezphotography.com.
Yeah, Reese rolls around to his right, and he will step into the end zone for a Lockhart Lion touchdown. So the Lockhart Lions put their first points on the board here tonight. Trail 14-6.
Physical start to this Maroon team game. I was watching from outside there for a while. We were talking to Mr. Orr, and it started chippy.
Eloy Suarez coming in to kick the extra point.
Wow.
And that's going to miss wide left, and I'm afraid
that was almost blocked.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't blocked. There was like 5 Cougars that got there, but Suarez, a familiar name for Lockhart Lion, field goal kicker. As we had once a Joseph Suarez.
The cannon.
The cannon. Well, the freshman booted one in from 41 yards out back in the day.
Well, and so Lockhart, if they're able to score again here in the first half, they'll have to go for 2 to try to tie it up.
But as it is, 4 seconds into the second quarter, the Adrian Gutierrez Photography second quarter, it is College Station Cougars 14, Lockhart Lions 6. And we got some games that's going to be taking place. Of course, we got 2 of them going on tonight. Anderson Trojans at Hayes Hawks at Bob Shelton Stadium, and the Lehman Lobos at the field to take on the Hendrickson Hawks. And then tomorrow night it'll be A&M Consolidated at Cedar Creek. 7 p.m. start time, unless they moved it up as well. And, of course, ours, College Station Cougars at Lockhart here at Lionsfield, that's going to be a 6 p.m. start time, not 7 p.m., but 6 p.m.
So ours, most games were moved up to 6 o'clock, and some were moved up to 6:30.
And the Pflugerville Weiss Wolves will have the night off as the football falls off the tee. I saw that happen a couple of times during the freshman squad, first freshman game.
It's been a theme out there in the breeze tonight. That wind is blowing from southwest to northeast across the field. So he'll have the wind kind of at his back here.
So Suarez will boot it away, and it's going to be caught at the 14 as a return man will bring it across the field, coming around this way towards the near sideline.
Oh, no.
Got blockers in front of him, and the turf monster comes up big with a tackle as Deshaun Gomez with a huge return. And that was a touchdown-saving tackle by the turf monster. They had plenty of blockers in front of them and a lot of green grass to run. Or should I say green turf. A great field position to start off for the Cougars for their first possession here in the second quarter. Ball's going to be at the 40-yard line in Cougar territory. As they'll hand it off to number 21, going around the left side, and will be spun around and brought down by number
21 is pretty quick for the College Station.
Nathan Campos with the tackle. Rashad Hodges with the run. And we'll get you the quarterback here in a second. It'll be second down and 2. And quarterback will fake the handoff, rolls to his right, throws it out. Got a receiver out there. Great toss, catch, and run for the Cougars.
Got to bring him down.
Another tough guy to bring down.
Well, Carlo Rocha finally throws him out of bounds, but not before he was drugged for about 12 yards down the field. Also, good job by the quarterback getting that ball off accurately while he had a man in his face, jump in, hands up, threw it right between his hands and put it right on the mark.
Yeah, it's Cole Fisher at quarterback, and that was Beckett Henson on the run. And once again, Carlo Rocha with the tackle. And after this play, I want to ask you your thoughts on one of the plays here in the first quarter, TD. As the quarterback drops back, throws it into inside the 5-yard line, and that catch is going to be made.
And hit right around the goal line. Looked like they stopped him short, got him out of bounds at the 2.
Just short.
What was your thoughts of Denham Ford's long swing pass run for the big gain towards the end of the first quarter?
We were watching, and I was going, oh, man, he's a power back, but can he make it? He just got reeled in there at the very end, but that was a huge run by Denham Ford.
And I tell Coach, he reminds me of one former Lockhart Lion, and that's Curtis Hawkins.
Yeah.
A young Curtis Hawkins.
Yeah, young Curtis Hawkins. And that's going to be number 21 with the carry. He'll push up forward, and he'll be stuffed right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to bring up second down and go from the 1. Of course, Curtis Hawkins in his junior year wasn't the fastest, but he was one of the most bruising running backs Lockhart has seen in a while. And when I had talked to him in those early days, he said that he worked in the offseason on his speed for his senior year. The quarterback drops back, throws it out to the corner. That's going to be incomplete as nobody was there.
Yeah, he was throwing the fade, and the receiver ran a stop route.
Yeah, Kason Andrews, the intended receiver.
A big third down here for the Lions. I'm sure that Cougars will probably go for it on 4th as well. But if they can come up with a stop here, I mean, it's an 8-point game right now. Still very competitive. Anybody can win it. But Lions would love to get a stop here.
Number 21, and he'll dive into the end zone for another Cougar touchdown.
And the hill gets just a little bit taller for the Lions as that'll make score 20-6. It'll be 21, pinning the extra point. He missed the last one. I'm sorry, Lockhart missed the last one.
Yeah, Lockhart missed the last one.
He has made both of his first 2.
And that will be number 1 on the hold, Ethan Rhodes. Snap is back, hold is down, the kick is up, and it is good. I believe it's going to be number 22, Gabriel Keltner, with the extra point try. And there it is, new score. 7:40 left to go here in the Adrian Gutierrez Photography second quarter. College Station Cougars 21, Lockhart Lions 6. And, of course, once again, want to welcome all you College Station Cougar fans and all you Lockhart Lion fans watching in from all around the world for tonight's freshman action. Game 2 of a doubleheader between the Cougars of College Station and the Lockhart Lions.
Tell you what, Sarge, that's a good turnout for the College Station's fans over there across the way.
Well,
not that
quite
the
a few on
sun.
this side, too.
And that's a drive.
Yeah, it is. We had to make that drive twice last year to College Station and A&M.
Well, something else that I like, too, is a big turnout of varsity players here coming out, hanging out on the sideline and around just watching these freshmen play.
Well,
that's always a real cool thing.
They meet here before they go to the dinner, and then after the dinner they come back. But they have to leave by a certain time. Coach Maldonado wants them off their feet for the big game tomorrow. I'm just glad that he lets them come out and support these freshmen. I know it means a lot to the freshmen to
look over and see the varsity players are there
Yep.
watching you.
Yeah, because one day a lot of these freshmen are going to be on the varsity squad.
That's
Yes, sir.
right. They'll be your
Yes, sir.
teammates in another year or two.
The support you give them now is the same support they'll give others when they're up there
That's
in the
right.
varsity level. So this one's going to be booted away. It's going to be a squib kick, almost like a line drive squib kick. It's going to go in and out of the hands of the return man.
And they're able to jump on it at the 32-yard line. Be pretty good starting field position with the Lockhart offense. 7 minutes, 34 seconds left to go in the Adrian Gutierrez second quarter.
That's Carson Lozano putting his paws on that one and hanging on to it. And also, once again, another reminder for all you that are tuning in, if you haven't heard yet, tomorrow's game time has been moved up an hour from 7 p.m. to a 6 p.m. kickoff time. And, of course, Lions Pride Sports broadcast will be going live right around 5:15 with your Quantum Towing pregame show.
And also note, if you were planning to come out here early, the tailgate has been canceled for tomorrow.
Yes, with the time change, the tailgate has been officially canceled, and they'll pick it up once again for the final game of the season, the final home game of the season, which will be here against A&M Consolidated.
Denham Ford runs it for about a yard, but a flag down in the backfield, usually in the area of holding. We'll
Right.
see what the call is. And it is holding against the Lions. That'll back them up. It'll be 2nd down and 20. Ball will be around the 31-yard line. Or, 21 by the time they spot it. And so spotted it will be the 23-yard line where they'll start here. 1st and 20. Never want to move that way on offense. That's the wrong end zone you're going towards.
So 1st and 20 for the Lions. Empty backfield with Malachi Reese back there. Got 4 receivers.
Got that diamond set out there.
Quick throw out here.
Oh.
And that's going to be in and out of the hands of Joel Garcia. A rare miss from Garcia. He's been a sure-handed receiver for the Lockhart Lions freshman squad.
On that wide receiver screen, it's designed to get 3 receivers out in front like a wedge, get Garcia the ball, and get him some room to run. But first part of that play is you got to have a good throw and a good catch.
He
Second and
had some
20.
big guys in front of him.
He did. They put tight end Leland Smith out there in that formation. That's a big boy out in space.
And had Ford out there, too.
And coming around the near side, nothing doing it. Might be another loss of a yard or two.
I tell you what, if it's any indication of things to come, I'll tell you one thing that both these teams for College Station tonight so far have had, that's speed. Lateral speed, moving down the line to the football. We saw it in the white game. We see it here in the maroon game. Lockhart tries to get out on the edge, but by the time the ball gets there, their speedy defenders are coming in a hurry. So they do a good job working up and down the line to the football.
Yeah, and another team that we saw with speed was the Hayes Hawks, and they had a hard time with the Cougar defense last week as College Station defeated the Hayes Hawks.
Reese
with the carry.
unable to get rid of it.
And that's just an awesome pursuit by the front line of the defense. They're not only fast, they're big as well also.
Lockhart moving backwards here. They've lost 26 yards now on this drive. Going to bring up 4th down and around 36 yards, I think. And punting hasn't gone too well for them so far. We had the one punt through the hands and recovered right at the 1 yard line. Then a net 0 punt where he punted it and caught it himself. Did you see that? That doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't. There it is, 4th down and Luling coming up. And Reese will punt the ball away. It's going to be a high punt. It'll be caught at the 36-yard line by the Cougar return man. He'll bring it upfield.
Oh, right.
And
Great
gonna be
job breaking down by number 5 with an open field tackle.
Good
Joel,
job.
Joel Garcia with the stop. That was Cameron Ballard with the return.
That's textbook. When you hear a coach say break down and make the tackle, that's exactly what he's talking about right there. Get your center of gravity low,
Yeah.
be ready to change direction, and Martinez wraps him up, brings him down.
Yeah, Ballard was trying to juke him, but like you said, once you break yourself down, set your feet,
That's it.
and you'll make a solid tackle.
And Ballard caught the touchdown for him earlier. That was called back on a hold, I think.
So we go 1st and 10 for the College Station Cougars at the Lockhart line, 28-yard line.
A really good starting field position for the Cougars.
Back to pass.
Yeah, play action pass, throws over the middle,
That a
and
catch?
that one's
Yeah.
going to be caught.
And that one thrown a little behind the receiver. If he lays it out in front of him, he goes all the way in. So interesting set of downs and events there. So Lockhart got the ball. Their starting field position was on the 32 after 4 plays. Then College Station gets the ball, and their field position was the 29.
Yeah.
So it was really a net of negative 2 yards on all those plays, including the punt from the Lions.
Yeah, 1st down and goal to go from the 10. And that's
Incomplete.
going to be an incomplete pass out here to the near side.
I tell you what, they're giving the quarterback for College Station way too much time to throw.
We'll see if Coach can dial some up, get some pressure on him, get him moving.
And that goes to the great front line of the College Station Cougars. So here we go, 2nd down and goal to go from the 10. Man in motion. They'll hand it off to number 21. Follow his blocker into the end zone for another College Station Cougar touchdown.
I think that's going to be there all night, TD.
And Rashad Hodges.
That's a beautiful counter that they run. That he takes that first step to the left, gets everybody moving the wrong direction, and the pulling guard comes in front of him. He's able to follow him right through untouched for another touchdown.
And he hits it so quick.
Yeah. Well, it's a pretty execution of the counter. It's done the way it's drawn up and the way it's supposed to be.
And after this field goal attempt, I want to give a couple of shout outs to some Lockhart Line athletes. That snap is back. Hold is good. Hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good. Of course, we got some exciting athletic event that's going to be taking place for the Lockhart Lions, and that's the cross-country team, Coach.
Yes, sir.
As Coach Hippen still has a young man that's going to be going to state and competing for state.
Competing in individual.
Yeah, individual. And, of course, we had another great showing at the regional meet.
And we did. We beat all the teams in our district at the regional meet. Weren't able to bring the championship home at that meet, but we're able to beat all of our district, competitors.
I think Lockhart came in 3rd in the district championship, and went ahead and beat everybody in the regional round.
And they'll be running next Friday.
At Old Settlers Park there in Round Rock, Texas.
Round Rock.
Yeah.
I think Lockhart's very familiar with that place.
Well, I think they at least raced there maybe once or twice throughout the season before
sir.
the state championship.
Great. Kudos to Coach Hippenstill and the assistant coaches, Coach Ortiz and Coach Dow, and Coach Bruner.
Oh, yeah. Coach Hippenstill was up here between games, and he was talking to his top 15 runners on the team will be back again next year. He has nobody graduated from the top 15.
Wow.
And that ball's luckily going to be going out of bounds. And it'll be a legal procedure on the Cougars.
And Lockhart will probably get their best starting field position of the night and an opportunity to pull it back within reach. They're 3 touchdowns down and a 2-point conversion right now. The score is 28-6. College Station Cougars are up. 5 minutes, 13 seconds left to go in the Adrian Gutierrez second quarter. And we're all yawning.
And once again, I want to thank the head coach for the varsity squad for College Station for sending us rosters. As I mentioned before, it's rare that we get rosters for either the JV squad or the freshman squads. But want to give them a big thanks for sending us the rosters. As Reese is shotgun formation, he'll hand it off to Ford. Ford will go right up the middle. And
I'll tell you, 3 out of 4 runs so far tonight for this Lions Maroon team, they're getting hit before they reach the line of scrimmage, which just shows that College Station defensive line able to get good penetration. That one goes for no gain.
And by looking at the front line of the defense, they're not, of course, they're big compared to us, but they're very athletic and very fast. And quickness is always going to beat size. As we are at right around the 4.5-minute mark left to go here in the first half. As TD mentioned, College Station Cougars 28, Lockhart Lions 6. Lockhart with the football, 2nd down and 10. And it'll be Denham Ford in the backfield, offset to the right side of Malachi Reese. Of course, Quavon's the older brother of Malachi Reese.
I'll say he's a little too old to be playing freshman ball.
Yeah, I tell you what, I just got a little brother in 8th grade that's just a very good football player also.
Wing pass out here to Joe Garcia, and he'll fumble the football, and it'll be recovered by number 40, Easton Van of the College Station Cougars.
Another tough break for the Lions as they turn it over. Not just turn it over, but it's in plus territory. So for the second time in a row, the Cougars are going to take over in Lion territory. If you talk about field position wins ball games, I mean, they've had some best field position you can have. They've had drives starting at the 30, starting at the 40, and they had one drive that started at the 3-yard line.
And that'll be Fisher dropping back, throwing deep down the near sideline. Got a receiver in stride.
Oh, great catch.
Catch is going to be made inside the 5. And
pull him back.
Finally going to be brought down, but forward progress will get him down to the 1-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Fisher had all the time in the world to throw. He was able to sit back there, let his route develop, and then let it rip. Good job of blocking by the College Station line.
And catch was made by Kason Andrews.
Andrews held just out of the end zone. He was fighting for it, but he was against 2 Lions. They were able to hold him back.
Yeah, Hodges in the backfield. Ball's going to get past the Bass Fisher. Fisher's going to pick it up, and he'll run it himself as a penalty will be coming in just before Fisher steps into the end zone.
Did you say his name is Bass Fisher? That's what I'm talking about.
Cole Fisher.
Oh, man. You said Bass.
No.
I was like, this kid's got to be on the fishing team for sure.
That'd have been the perfect name right there.
Needs to transfer over here so he's showing the fishing team.
Yeah, my name's Bass Fisher. My sister's name is Cat Fisher.
And that's some exciting news we announced a few weeks ago that Lockhart will be starting their competitive bass fishing team, and they will fish in the Central Texas Region tournaments coming up this next year. They're still looking for folks to donate really anything, whether it's a boat, your own time to help captain.
Private lakes,
if you've got
ponds
land
where
they
they go out there and work their skills. So Fisher once again gets the snap, drops back, looks to his left, rolls out to his left, got pressure coming up the middle.
Oh, good
He'll
move
sidestep a defender and into the end zone for a Cougar touchdown.
Shifty move there.
Fisher was determined to do it himself even after the penalty brought it back. They pretty much go back to the well, the same thing. And this time he gets in for pay dirt, 34-6.
And after this extra point try, I want to talk to y'all gentlemen about a young man that I spoke with or chatted with over on Messenger last night. Was looking for an old game video that we had on our archives. I was able to share it with them, but let you know here it is here in a little bit. Snap is back, hold us down, the kick is up, and it is good. So with that, 3:02 left to go here in the first half. It is College Station Cougars 35, Lockhart Lions 6. And the gentleman I was talking about, I don't know if y'all remember him, one Ja Gully.
Yeah. Ja Gully went on to play basketball in college, didn't he?
Oh, yes, and he's asked if I had any old game video footage.
Well, you definitely had a lot of his basketball games because I remember tuning in and watching him play on Lions Pride Sports broadcast while you were broadcasting them.
And I sent him a whole bunch of links, and I told him, and I thought he was still in college. I told him, let me know what college you're playing for. and I'll find the links and I could share them on on our Facebook page so folks could watch him play. He says he's not playing in college no more. He's getting ready to head to play professional basketball in Spain.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, John Cully graduated 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Man, time flies.
Oh man, it does. And when he said that, I was like, wow.
He was all district. I think his sophomore, junior, and senior year here at Lockhart as a basketball player.
So
he was also a good baseball player.
His coach was Coach Torres, Javier Torres.
Yeah.
So he didn't play baseball in high school, but I remember when he was younger, man, he was heck running the bases.
Oh, he
had
was.
speed.
And not only that, he was one heck of a pitcher. And when he was pitching and we were playing against him, it was like, man, like not jaw.
Got a flag.
Yeah, going to be a holding
But I tell you what, when it comes down to competitiveness, he was one of the top athletes that I could put up there on the. If I had a top 5 to choose from, he'd definitely be up there in that top 5 when it came down to competitiveness. I wish I would have been able to see him on a football field. The one time I did see him on a football field was in 8th grade. Lockhart was down. I want to say down a point, and he got that. he got the handoff for the last play of the game. And he got stuffed in the backfield. He broke the tackle, spun around, took off running down the near sideline, shook off about 4 or 5 tackles on his way out there. And right around the 10-yard line, they were finally able to get him out of bounds as the clock had already run out.
Wow.
But, the determination,
That's awesome.
He broke a whole bunch of tackles and probably broke a whole bunch of rules at the same time. But it just showed his competitiveness, and I wish I could have seen it on the football field here in the high school level, or even even in baseball. But basketball was his sport.
Lockhart goes with the speed option to the right, but the one thing you can't do with speed option is a really late pitch.
Yes,
and that kind of hung forward out in the backfield, and there was nowhere to go by the time he got the ball.
Yeah, the front line with the fast defenses we got, when you could spread the offense from sideline to sideline. If you're going to run a speed option, you're going to have to do a lot quicker than that against speed.
Well, you can't bubble it.
Right.
You can't bubble it wide and outside. You got to run straight down the line and pitch it, run it more like a stretch. And we got 2nd down and 16 after the loss. Lockhart moving backwards on both their last 2 drives. Pretty uncharacteristic of this Maroon team. This offense has been potent all year.
Yeah, Reese calls for the snap, rolls to his left.
Under pressure immediately.
Gets it out there, and that
Good
one's
job
going
by
to be caught.
Smith. Leland Smith with the reception.
Good catch.
Good job by the big tight end to reel that one in.
That'll be a short gain. It'll bring up 3rd down and 12.
Now, Leland Smith, a player at tight end, he was on the bubble at the beginning of the year, and they'd considered moving him up to varsity if they were going to need help at the tight end spot. But I'm kind of glad he got to stay down and play with his class, and he's had a really good season. But talented player, will definitely make varsity next year as a sophomore.
And I'm pretty sure we'll see
quite a few.
Quite a few moving up.
Once
Reese
again,
rolls to his right.
Pressure right away on Reese. Is just unable to set his feet and really have time to look through his progressions.
Timeout.
This College Station continues to get good penetration.
College
So College Station's looking to hold Lockhart and get the ball back, maybe have enough time to score. Their last 2 drives have started in Lockhart territory.
Yeah, we got 1:02 left to go before halftime. College Station Cougars 35, Lockhart Lions 6. Of course, Lockhart coming off a big win, the freshman squad against Pflugerville Weiss last week, where they trailed with, I want to say about 3-4 minutes left to go, about 10 points, and they were able to come back and defeat Pflugerville Weiss 36-30 in a very tough contest.
And that was on some big plays from both Reese and Denham Ford. Both made some big runs to make that comeback happen. And Lockhart defense did a good job holding to a 3-and-out, giving them the ball back as well. Big 3rd down here for the Lions. 3rd down and 12 from the 20. They'll need to make the 32 for a 1st down. Oh, it's fourth down. The
There's
marker was wrong, so they'll
Yeah.
be punting it with Reese.
And Reese will get another kick
Good
away.
punt.
This one's going to be a lot better. It'll take a
Oh,
bounce at the 50
great.
and a Lockhart Lion roll. And it'll die out at the 39-yard line where College Station will have the football, first down and 10.
That's a 41-yard punt with a net of 41, so great job there by Reese to put the boot into that one and really flip the field. And this time they'll at least start in their own territory. It won't be so easy for them. 51 seconds left. Be interesting to see at the freshman level how many plays they can get off, how many times they can get out of bounds and or stop the clock. You got to think at the freshman level, 2 tackles in bounds will just about run it out. But it shows both teams have 3 timeouts, but I know that's not right.
I think they used one already.
They used ones. They should have
They
2.
just recently.
Yeah, they should have 2 remaining, I would
And
think.
the stick has, okay, now you got it. That's fourth down up there.
Keep it up there.
Oh,
And
bad
Fisher
snap.
will lose the snap, and he'll go back, pick it up. Follow his blockers, cross the line of scrimmage, pass midfield.
Dang.
Still on his feet down the far sideline before it's finally going to be chased out of bounds at the 37 or 38-yard line.
Well, they make up that big chunk on the flip in the field, and they get right into Lockhart territory. We'll see where he finally stops. Jeff's going to be around the 37-yard line. They only took 16 seconds off the clock, so they've got 40 seconds left to go.
They move the ball back 1 yard, 30 to the 38-yard line in line territory.
And if you're Lockhart Lions, you got to be thinking just keep everything in front of you here and try to bring them down in bounds. Force them to burn those timeouts.
Yeah, College Station does get the second half kickoff as Fisher drops back to throw.
Wow.
And what a catch by the receiver.
I tell you what, Hunter Smith was bearing down on Fisher, and once again, Fisher just stood in there and delivers another dime. Clock is stopped, all the chains are moving.
Yeah, great catch by Ethan Rhodes.
And the clock starts on the snap.
And that's going to be Rhodes with the carry coming around the near side, or Hodges, excuse me.
Timeout, College Station.
Yeah.
24 seconds left to go. They're going to try to poke this one in from the 5-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Next week on Tuesday night, we will be here at Lions Stadium. It's going to be a 7th grade district championship game for the Lockhart Lions Junior High.
It's a playoff game.
It's a playoff game, okay. It'll be Lockhart taking on Gonzales. I believe that's going to be a 5 p.m. start time, Coach?
5:30.
5:30. And we'll be here broadcasting that one.
The Apaches come to Plum Creek.
Somebody's going to get scalped.
Yeah.
And that used to be a big rivalry back when a long time ago when both Lockhart and Bastrop were 3A and then small 4A schools, played each other for a number of years.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of
great.
those 70s games that were famous with Thompson and that crew were played against the Gonzales Apaches.
The old timers talk about it all the time.
Yeah, there's rivalries like that they kind of die with time, whereas if you're a younger, newer fan, you may never know that, Lockhart and Gonzales used to play each other every year for 20 years straight.
Lockhart and Luling. And Fisher in shotgun formation. He'll roll to his left, throws out, got the receiver in the end zone for
Great
another
catch.
Cougar touchdown.
Good
Man,
catch.
great play design and good job finding the receiver in flat. Looks like there's going to be some flag for celebration after the play. That'll get assessed on the kickoff, which won't make a ton of difference. There'll only be 19 seconds left when we get to that point. It's definitely dead ball after the play. And so we'll wait to see them assess that one on the kickoff.
Yeah, and sportsmanlike penalty on the Cougars. And as you mentioned, TD.
Got him on the celebration. Tell them you can dance, but you can't dance like that.
So the Cougars will go for the extra point try to and move it up to 42-6. The snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up, and it is good.
Good.
I'd be interested to see how good the varsity kicker is for College Station tomorrow night. Both these freshman kickers that we saw tonight, have seen tonight for them, both are pretty good in their own right.
Only miss that they've had was coming off a blocked extra point try.
That means they probably got a pretty good stable of kickers over there at College Station. 19 seconds left. With the penalty, they'll kick off from like the 50-yard line. Or I'm sorry, no, they'll kick off from the 30 because it'll move them back.
No, 15 yards
Or
to the 25.
yeah.
25.
So maybe Lockhart has a chance of getting a good return here. TD, I'm going to have to make my departure at halftime. Go get ready to work, try to get off early tomorrow, make it here in time for the game.
Yeah, now that they moved it to 6. Of course, after tomorrow night, we'll have Anderson next week on a Thursday night. And then we'll finish things off the following week on a Friday night here at Lions Field. As the other College Station team will be coming in to town, A&M Consolidated Cougars.
The campus team. That's the Aggies JV squad.
And this one's going to be booted. It'll be fielded at the 33-yard line. Bring it upfield, and he'll be met by a host of special team Cougars.
10 seconds left, 10.9.
And that was number 8, I believe, on the return for the Lions.
Jaden Terrazas. So maybe enough just for one play unless Lockhart goes for a pass and it falls incomplete. We might just have 2 plays left to go. As it is first down and 10 with the ball at the Lion 43-yard line or 42-yard line.
We'll see. Reese will need to throw it, and they'll need to protect him. College Station been able to get pressure with their front 3. They bring at least one linebacker most of the time. We'll see if they can protect Reese long enough for him to get something down the field or out on the perimeter.
And Reese will roll to his right to find some time. And he'll throw it deep down the sideline. That one's going to be intercepted at the 36-yard line.
And that's the half.
So that's going to do it as we head to halftime. It is College Station Cougars 42, Lockhart Lions 6. We will take a quick timeout and we'll come back for the second half of action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And we are back for the start of the second half here at Lions Field for the second game of a doubleheader for Lockhart Lion freshman football action. As the Cougars will be kicking this one away to start the second half off. That one's going to be a nice kick. That's going to roll in to the end zone, and now just inside the end zone. And it will be Lockhart Lion football 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. As the College Station Cougars are up 42-6 here in the second game. Of course, once again, a reminder, tomorrow night, it'll be the College Station Cougars taking on the Lockhart Lions here from Lions Field in varsity football action. You'll be able to catch all that action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by Studio 301. With myself, the Sarge, TD Tom Dunn with color commentary, and the coach, Amado Galvez, with football, with our football analyst. That'll be a carry by Denham Ford, and he'll pick up about a yard or two. They'll give him a yard.
2nd and 9 for the Lions.
And tomorrow night's game, coach, is once again going to be a 6 p.m. kickoff time instead of 7 p.m. And that's due to possible bad weather that's going to be coming in.
Yes, sir. And it gives
Friday
also the team and the fans a chance for College Station to make it back home safely, which is a great idea.
Yeah, there may be some College Station Cougar fans that will be like, man, I can't get off that early. But on your drive here to Lockhart, or if you're going to decide to stay home, be sure to tune in here on the Lions on the Studio 301 Lockhart High School YouTube channel. And you'll be able to catch all the live action as we bring it to you live. And looking at the YouTube feed, they are about 3 to 5 seconds behind the actual broadcast, so. Well, right now, Coach, in district action, we have Anderson taking on Hayes here in the first quarter. It's still 0-0, but Anderson is driving inside the 10 as they have the ball, second down and go from the, let's say about the 8-yard line.
Is that the first quarter?
First quarter. And Reese gets the snap. Rolls to his right, throws the ball deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Ball was intended to Miguel Sustaita. Of course, tonight's KBVO game of the week is Hendrickson Hawks taking on the Lehman Lobos at the Field.
I'm sure that's a close ball game.
And speaking of close, Anderson Trojans just scored as they're going to be going for the extra point try. Reese with the punt. This one's going to be a high punt. That's going to take a backwards roll, pick it up, or fall on top of it, because if not, College Station can still pick it up and run into the end zone. So great heads-up play. I believe that was by number 24, Devin Davis, to down that one.
Sarge, is that game at Hayes or at Anderson?
It's at Bob Shelton Stadium.
Okay.
Fisher gets the snap, hands it off to
21
Hodges, and right up the middle. And that's going to be another touchdown for College Station. If my counter is correct, that's the third one for Hodges, Rashad Hodges tonight.
I believe so, Sarge. And we are in a running clock situation.
And this will be number 32, Camden Francis with the extra point try. Snap is high. It's a great job by the – and fire. He's going to have to roll it out as the holder picks it up. That was Ethan Rhodes. Great job by Rhodes, Coach, to hold on to that one as that was a
yes,
high
sir.
snap.
Very high.
So the extra point try will be no good, but regardless, with 5:56 on the running clock left to go here in the third quarter, it is College Station Cougars 48, Lockhart Lions 6. And we are in the Adam & Sons AC and Heating third quarter. Once again, today's broadcast and tomorrow's broadcast will be brought to you by Studio 301 Productions. And a great thing about home games, Coach, is we get our video feed from the audio-video class crew of Mr. Bishop.
Mr.
and
Bishop
company.
does a fantastic job.
It's almost like every year he has a new crew with them. You know, of course, they get a couple of people that come back, but, man, each year they keep getting better and better at what they do.
It doesn't take long for him to train them correctly.
So looking forward to the great video shots that we're going to be getting throughout tomorrow night's contest.
Got a lot of compliments the last time, Sarge, of not only the football action, but also the band and the people in the stands.
Mm-hmm. Of course, they were able to get their wireless camera down there on the sidelines, and they got some great shots of some great action during the Hayes game. That one's going to be caught right around the 14-yard line. It'll be brought upfield and be knocked out of bounds. That's going to be Jaden Terrazas with the return. They'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. Would it be 1st and 10 for the Lockhart Lions?
.405 left in the third quarter.
Ran into Shane Stevenson last night at HEB. And as the father of Tyler Stevenson and Brady Stevenson. Tyler Stevenson is going to be graduating from the University of Texas in Dallas, where he played basketball. And Brady Stevenson is at Abilene Christian University now. He's number 2 on the depth chart when it comes to centers. He played center for the first time the other day.
Wow.
They had their number 1 and number 2 went down, and they asked him, "You want to play center?" They're like, "Yes."
I would think
He's never played center before. He's like, "Yeah."
I think it'd be too tall to be a center. Must have a tall quarterback.
Yeah. But he says his boys are doing fine. They're actually here in town now, and he's going to talk with Brady Stevenson, see if he's going to be able to. If not, he's or unless he has to make it back to Abilene.
He has the game on Saturday?
No, they're off this week.
Oh, okay.
So they're going to see if he could probably try and make it up to the press box tomorrow night if he's still here in town. So mishandled on the snap back to the quarterback, and Malachi Reese will have to fall on top of it. It'll be back at the 25-yard line. Actually, they're going to move it up to the 26. It'll be 3rd down and 9. It's going to be 5 going back the other way. So instead of 3rd down and 9, it'll be 3rd down and 14. And action in district. Hayes Rebels has the ball as they're driving down the field against Anderson. It is 2nd down at the 13-yard line in Trojan territory. And Hayes is playing with their backup quarterback, Coach.
Yes, sir. They lost the starter for the season.
Great pursuit on Reese as he makes the throw out to the far sideline, and that one's going to be incomplete. And a late flag comes in.
Wow. Very late.
And it went into the direction of the Lockhart Lions.
When the clock stopped.
Well, pretty much the seeding, the 4 teams that will be heading to the playoffs to represent District 12 5A Division I coaches, pretty much all set in stone. Anderson, Weiss, College Station, and A&M.
Yes, sir. And unfortunately, we got to play all 3 of them. All 4 of them.
Well, we had Weiss last week, and we'll have College Station tomorrow night, Anderson next week, and A&M to close out the season. All that's left is for seeding. Of course, Anderson's in the driver's seat. They're undefeated so far this year. Looking to play for a district championship.
I expect A&M and College Station probably to go big school.
Fourth down and forever as Reese gets the snap. He'll be punting the ball, and it'll go off the side of his foot and out of bounds. See where they'll mark it out at. They're going to mark it out at the 21. Would it be first and 10 for the College Station Cougars as we are at 40 seconds. I don't know if College Station will want to run another play, as they'll probably be able to run the clock out without having to. And the Cougars will go ahead and run a play as Fisher calls for the play. Hodges offset to the left side. Fisher drops back. Got pressure coming from up the middle.
Ooh, good
Gets
throw.
it out. And
Good
yeah,
throw,
exactly.
good catch.
Great throw by Fisher. Out to his receiver. He's going to be dumped out of bounds at the 5. And the clock's going to run out to end the third quarter. We will take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with more action right here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Adam & Sons AC and Heating is a locally owned business. President, CEO, and U.S. Navy veteran Adam Renteria has been certified in HVAC since 2010. Adam is also certified as a home performance specialist through BPI. Adam & Sons offers professional work, excellent quality service with affordable prices. Whether it's commercial or residential, Adam & Sons is the one to call. Contact Adam & Sons AC and Heating at 512-844-2695 or email adamrenteria64air@yahoo.com. Mention you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast and get 10% off your service call.
Now we are back for the Meitler Plumbing fourth and final quarter as the College Station Cougars have the ball inside the 10. First down and go from the 7. Check that, make that the 6 as Hodges offsets to the right side.
Ooh,
A throwback
55.
pass to the lineman, number 55, and he's not going to be able to get it to the end zone. That was Michael Bottiglieri.
I think they lined him up at a tight end, so he would be eligible.
And they're calling for the clock to start as the clock hadn't started.
It's going now.
Fisher with the snap. He'll hand it off to
21.
Hodges, and Hodges into the end zone for the 4th time tonight.
9:18 and running the fourth quarter. College Station with the lead.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for two.
Oh, a little reverse
Yeah,
pass.
reverse pass to the quarterback, and Fisher into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So that'll make the score with 8:45 left to go on the running clock. College Station Cougars 56, Lockhart Lions 6. As we are in the Meitler Plum and fourth and final quarter.
For your plumbing service work in Lockhart and Caldwell County. Call Darren Meitler from Meitler Plumbing at 512-398-3146. Darren has been with the family business for over 30 years and has been voted best plumber in Caldwell County numerous times. Master licensed and bonded. So, for any plumbing issues, call Meitler Plumbing for your plumbing service. Darren Meitler is also a 1989 Lockhart alumni and football captain for Lockhart Lions. Go Lions! Once a Lion, always a Lion.
And we are back as the College Station Cougars look to kick this one away. It'll be Francis putting the foot to it. This one's going to be caught at the 24-yard line and fumbled and muffed, and Lockhart line return man was able to fall on top of it. Looks like that was Jaden Terrazas. Score still remains at Bob Shelton Stadium. Anderson Trojans 7. Hayes Hawks 0. Still in the first quarter. First and 10 for the Lions. Reese gets the snap. Fakes the handoff to Ford. Quick throw out here to the near sideline. That's going to be caught at the 30. That was Wyatt Reed with the reception. And look at here, Coach. Surprise, surprise. Kyle Lehman Lobos and Hendrickson Hawks at the field. 2:59 left to go in the first quarter. It is Hendrickson Hawks 21, Lehman Lobos 0. Okay, well, not much of a surprise.
I thought it was the other way around.
Yeah, it looked like there was a penalty.
Yes, sir. I think there was a little unsportsmanlike on their College Station side.
It sure was. 15-yard variety. Yeah, it looks like we got two Cowboy refs. I like those cowboy hats.
With the black cowboy hat?
Yes. You know you're in Texas. Reese with the snap, hands it off to Ford. Ford's going to be met in the backfield, and he's going to be brought down for a loss of yardage. That'll be Kingston McMillan. And on the stop.
.540 left in the fourth quarter.
And it is a running clock. I think this becomes a running clock at the 42-point deficit, if I'm correct, Coach.
And also when you have the cross-country coach run the clock.
Reese with the run. And he's going to be brought down at the line of, just shy of the line of scrimmage. That's going to be Levi Hagerman with the tackle. At the conclusion of this game, we'll have your Quantum Towing players of the game. Give you our final thoughts before we end the live and get everything reset for tomorrow night. Third down and 11 for the Lions. Reese decides to keep it. Got room to run up the middle, but it closes up pretty quick just as he gets to midfield.
.4:11 left in the fourth quarter.
I believe that was Sean Powell with the tackle.
Fourth down for the Lions. Fourth to about 6.
Now they're going to put it at midfield, 4th and 5. Of course, we still got Friday night football, but big Tuesday night game for the Lockhart Junior High, Lockhart Lions, 7th grade. That we'll be broadcasting. After this play, talk about what we expect to see from Lockhart and Gonzalez in this matchup, Coach.
Oh, it's going to be a great game.
Reese looking to run, and the pocket closes in and unable to get it back to the original line of scrimmage, and Lockhart Lions will turn the ball over. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the Lion 45-yard line. Now, Lockhart and Gonzalez had played each other earlier in the season.
Lockhart won by 1 point.
So we're
Gonzalez is very big and very physical. Lockhart gets by him with speed and quickness. Should be an interesting ball game. Here, it's our advantage here is playing here on turf.
Well, the speed of Lockhart can be utilized, and that's going to be Hodges with the carry going around the left side. Stiffs arm a defender. Still going around the far sideline before he's finally going to be wrangled and rolled out of bounds. Just shy of the 20. They're going to mark him down at the 24-yard line.
Ooh.
Low snap. Hodges takes
Still
it away
gets the
from the
ball.
quarterback. Nice move by Hodges, and he'll go in for number 5. And College Station continues to pour it on a running clock, 62-6. As we await the extra point try. We'll see Camden Francis coming in. Snap is back. The hold is down. The kick is up. And it is good. I'll tell you what, Coach, between the A team and the B team, these field goal kickers are going to be going home with a sore foot.
Yeah, they do a very good job of coaching these young men.
And one thing I do like about seeing the sideline for the Lockhart Lions, despite the point differential, you don't see nobody's head down.
No.
As opposed to previous seasons, Coach. And you see these coaches interacting with as many as they can as they're coming off the field to the sideline. And not only that, you only see a handful of players sitting on the sideline, and those are the offensive players getting ready to go out for the next series.
Yes, sir. And looks like it might be that might be it.
Yeah. They're just going to let the clock run out, and I'm good with that, Coach, because you don't want to get nobody injured, on a last-second play or anything like that. So great job.
Ball game's over.
Yeah. So with that, we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout, and when we come back, we'll have your Quantum Towing post-game show, and we'll have your Quantum Towing players of the game right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you find yourself on the side of the road or in an accident, call Quantum Towing and Recovery at 512-295-8697. Quantum Towing has been a family-owned business since 2000. We offer 24-hour towing and recovery service for your vehicle, with 4 locations to serve you in Kyle, San Marcos, Luling, and Lockhart. Quantum Towing is only a phone call away.
And we are back with the Quantum Towing postgame show here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as the College Station Cougars defeat the Lockhart Lions by a final of 63-6. Coach, tough night for the freshman squad.
Yes, sir. Tough night, tough loss. Got to forget about it and get ready for next week.
And like I said, the one thing that I did like seeing is no heads hanging on the sideline.
No, sir. No, nobody. There was no quitting. These young men, they kept fighting until the very end.
Oh yes. So once again, we're in the Quantum Towing postgame show here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, brought to you by Studio 301 Productions. And Coach, our Quantum Towing, we're going to go with players of the game, and it's going to go to one. Malachi, we keep wanting to say Quavon Reese, but
you're making yourself look
right.
old.
Yeah, exactly. Malachi Reese and Denham Ford. Denham Ford with a big run, Coach. I was surprised to see the speed on this young man, and because we're so used to see him just running straight through the line of scrimmage and causing a cloud of dust when it's supposed to be rubber pellets and picking up about 10, 15 yards. But to see him run down that sideline, he does have some speed on him.
I guarantee you next year he scores on it.
And then Malachi Reese capped off that drive with a touchdown run over the right side. So your Quantum Towing players of the game is going to be Malachi Reese and Denham Ford.
Good job, young man. Good job, both of y'all.
Yeah. Well, Coach, before we close it out and get things set up for tomorrow night, your thoughts of this freshman squad and what do we see in the future for these?
Oh, it's still
men?
a great group of young men, and we still have 2 more games left, and I guarantee you they're going to come out fighting those last 2 games.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes. So, well, that's going to do it for us here tonight, Coach. As always, a treat to have you in the broadcast booth with me. TD Tom Dunn, big shout out to him for stepping in for game 1 of the doubleheaders. I had to take care of some business, but we will be back in action. All 3 of us in the booth tomorrow night, and we will be joined by Scott Smith one more time.
Okay, awesome.
He'll be in the broadcast booth with us to join to be in here against College Station. So I guess until tomorrow night, we will see you again right here on the Studio 301 Lockhart High School YouTube channel. As Lions Pride Sports broadcast, we'll be bringing you varsity action. College Station Cougars coming into Lions Field to take on the Lockhart Lions. Friday night, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. kickoff time. Remember, 6 p.m. kickoff time, not 7 p.m., not 8 p.m., not 7:30 p.m., 6 p.m. kickoff time. In the afternoon. We will have our Quantum Towing pregame show starting right around 5:15 p.m., 5:20 p.m., but we'll be live early to get set to kickoff time at 6 p.m. with myself and Middle Stars Juarez, TD Tom Dunn, the coach Amato Galvez. That's going to do it for us tonight here on a Thursday night as the Lockhart Lions lose 2 of them to College Station in freshman action. And that's going to do it. But always remember, like I always say, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions.
Thank you for watching today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Sports on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Today's broadcast was brought to you by our main sponsor, Quantum Towing. And remember, like the Sarge always says, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!